Welcome to Box Elder High School tonight. We're getting ready for senior night. I don't know if I had the mic on when Jesse was announcing that or not. They're getting ready to present the seniors. Box Elder in kind of like a possibly. Okay, not going to do it now. Box Elder's going to take the infield, and then we'll do the presentation of the seniors. So we'll be back. We'll let you watch some of the warm-ups. All right, I think we're going to try senior night one more time. All right, so Box Elder coming into today's game with a record of 22-3, and when they, if they come away with a win tonight, they will share the region title with Bountiful. They split Bountiful earlier this year. We was going to do the Bountiful game. Bountiful beat us 2-1 at Bountiful when they played at Box Elder. Box Elder won, I want to say 4-1. So tight games with Bountiful. Good region match there, and with a win tonight, they can share the title. But you know, the one downside that Box Elder has is that we have a injured pitcher, Kennedy Blackmore, and will not be playing. So I will get back to her in just a second. And so KJ, she has had the home run title kind of for the year. She's been one of the leaders in there, but the good thing is she will be back next year. So now we're going to get things started.
Our first senior is 00 Brooke Richards. Her parents are Dave and Tiffany Richards. The teacher that has had the biggest impact on Brooke is Ron Bowden because she taught her how to work hard and have fun in the process. She is a generally good person and she strives to be more like him. After high school, Brooke plans on attending Weber State University. She's seeking a degree in healthcare, and if that doesn't work out, travel. One piece of advice she would give to underclassmen is to stay focused and have fun. Time flies, so enjoy every practice, drill, and game because one day it's over and you can't go back. Her favorite softball memories are catching frogs in St. George, last year's state tournament, having a sleepover on the field, and hitting a home run on the first pitch of her first at bat her senior year. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooke Richards. Our next senior is number 2, Brooklyn Merrill. Her parents are Troy and Jamie Merrill. The teacher that has had the most impact on Brooke is Jet Trainer because he's always pushing her to do her best. After high school, Brooke plans to serve a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Nashville, Tennessee, and then come home and go to school. Brooke's advice to underclassmen is be good, and if you can't be good at it. Oh, and don't tell me so when you disappoint. Her favorite softball memory is when my coaches in Arizona got us lost on the reservation and made us push our vans out of the sandstorm. Ladies and gentlemen, Brooklyn Merrill. Our next senior is number 14, Alexis Hales. Her parents are Adam and Shanna Hales. The teacher that has had the most impact on Lexi is Chris Hardy. He taught her how to cover up a murder and the importance of never being tardy. She has also taught her that sometimes the right decisions aren't always the easiest, and if we have the strength to take the risk, it will all work out and how it's meant to. Her plans after high school are to attend Brigham Young University for a year before going on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Her advice for the underclassmen: when you can't find the positive in yourself, find it in others. And always remember to say thank you. Lexi's favorite softball member is playing at Viewmont her senior year, where she tied the state record for the most home runs hit in a game, and being able to play with the best friends for the last 6 years. Number 14, Lexi Hales. Our last senior is number 23, Charlie Marble. Her parents are Daryl and Felicia Marble. The teacher that has had the most impact on Charlie is Katie Johnson because she shows so much love and cares about her students. Charlie plans after high school to go play softball in Central Arizona for a year and then go on a mission and marry a hot cowboy. One piece of advice she would give to underclassmen is always have fun and know that Lisa is always right. Charlie's favorite softball memory is jumping into Manaway Lake and Magic Belly Flopping. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Marble. At this time, we also want to congratulate Charlie, Brooke, and Lexi on achieving academic all-state.
All right, I think he's done. Picture time for the seniors.
At this time, we also want to thank Wendy Merrill for being the coach's wife that's here every day, all day, and never fails. Wendy, you're amazing. We also want to thank Matt Hall for being an amazing coach's wife also. But Matt has done an amazing job of being a trainer when we need him and a voice in the dugout. Thank you, Matt and Wendy. There is a tradition of Boston High School softball that goes back many years now. It is called the dirt ceremony.
Okay, and I think that we will have a flag ceremony. We've got a couple to choose from. We've got one. We'll just leave it on this camera here because we do have one there. So.
As you see your show is jar of dirt, I will read this poem. On this dirt, you watched me give all my blood, sweat, and tears. You've driven me to practices, endured unbearable weather, juggled your work schedule, encouraged me when I wanted to give up, been there for me after a tough loss, and never let me forget my gear. You spent late nights staying up, washing the dirt out of my uniform. You've been my number one fan. Each time you look at this jar of dirt, know in your heart that I am thankful for your immeasurable support and encouragement throughout the years. I wouldn't be the person nor the player I am today without you. Thank you.
All right, wish we had a little better volume coming from the speakers on top of the dugout, but that was the best we could do.
Thank Transport Trucking for sponsoring the senior dinner later tonight. And at this time, we encourage all to stand, rise, and honor our country as the national anthem is sung by our seniors, Joe, Lucy, Quincy, and Macklin.
All right, I think it's about time we start playing some softball here. So good job to the juniors from the team to sing the national anthem out there. Again, I apologize, just did not have a whole lot of audio that, I mean, it was difficult even for us to hear, let alone get it on our microphone. So we will get things kicked off here. Again, as I mentioned, Bees need a win here today to be able to be in the tied for the first place position in Region 5, tied with Bountiful. The current region standings, we have Bountiful on top, and we'll be tied if Box Elder wins. Then it goes to Clearfield, then to Viewmont, then to Bonneville, then to Woods Cross, to Northridge, and to Roy, as far as the standings go. I know Bonneville and Box Elder both ranked in the top 5 in the state in the last RPAI rankings that I had noticed. So, Box Elder will have a first round bye I guess it's this weekend for the first round of the state playoffs. And they will have a home game the following Thursday. I should have my phone out. I don't know where I put my phone. But they will have a home game next Thursday, the 15th, to be determined who they will play. So they will have that home game. It'll be one game on Thursday, then 2 on Friday. We're going to do all that we can to make the one on Thursday, but the one at 1 o'clock on Friday is just extremely difficult. Because I have another job that actually pays me some money that I can pay the bills with. And so I can't quite get that much time off from work to take the whole day off for that one. So we will try and get next Thursdays, and hopefully that'll be a taste of what's to come in that series best of 3. So coming up here, Box Elder will take the field as they finish their, what do you call that over there, I wonder, that they're doing. But they will be out in the field. Brooklyn Merrill will be in the circle. Brooke Richards will be behind the plate. First base will be Alexis Hales. Second base, Caitlin Oakey. Third base, Lucy Griffin. Izzy Mason at shortstop. Jenna Marble, left field. Kaylee Hall, center field. And Quincy Lish in right field. When they get done dancing to this song, is what I'm guessing is what's going on out there. And then didn't look over. It looks like we got a few Woods Cross players over there dancing to it as well. We will start things off, and I'm going to butcher some of these names. I apologize. I'm not meaning to. But Audrey Ayala will be the first batter. Then we will have Whitney Winiger. And then after that will be Kaylee Moen. And I think I might have just realized what we were waiting for. I have not seen an umpire here yet. That usually helps in one of these games. So while we're waiting, I am going to, we'll go to a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe
we believe the home you want,
is right there.
right there.
And we'll help you find it.
You can count on us.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
Contact Stephanie Dixon, your Exit Realty Advantage agent at 801-710-5542. Again, Stephanie Dixon for all of your real estate needs.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. My wife Lori and I have always felt that family is important, and when you have a family-owned funeral home, you get personal attention than you do than the big corporate funeral homes that are in the area. A lot of funeral homes will just say, here's your bag and thank you for letting us do your services, but we like to go one step further ahead.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership, we're your friends and your neighbors.
We grew up here. 4 generations of Hansons went to school here.
And we've been part of this community for decades.
And serving the people we know and care about.
As a locally owned and operated business, we understand what matters to you because it matters to us too. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
The following was performed by everyday riders like you. Please try it home. Matt's a straight ripper.
I heard the turbo and I was just giggling under my helmet.
Look at that.
I look like a pro. Woohoo!
Dude, I love that thing.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe
the home
you want is right there.
right there.
And we'll help you find it.
You can count on us.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
Contact Stephanie Dixon, your Exit Realty Advantage agent at 801-710-5542. Again, Stephanie Dixon for all of your real estate needs.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. We do aftercare. That's where Melanie Christie will go in and meet with the family after the services have been completed, and she'll help them with Social Security, help them file for life insurance, help them with federal government employee work. We go through credit cards. We help the family with all that transition that's coming out.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership, we're your friends and your neighbors.
We grew up here. 4 generations of Hansons went to school here.
And we've been part of this community for decades.
And serving the people we know and care about.
As a locally owned and operated business, we understand what matters to you because it matters to us too. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
Hi, I'm Ryan from Cover Up. We offer embroidery and screen printing to help you promote your business. We can also help you with your church or school groups, family reunions, or any other occasion that might require a t-shirt. So come in and see us at 47 South Main in Brigham City or 115 West Main in Tremonton.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe
the home
you want is right there.
right there.
And we'll help you find it.
You can count on us.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
Contact Stephanie Dixon, your Exit Realty Advantage agent at 801-710-5542. Again, Stephanie Dixon for all of your real estate needs.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. My wife Lori and I have always felt that family is important, and when you have a family-owned funeral home, you get personal attention than you do than the big corporate funeral homes that are in the area. A lot of funeral homes will just say, here's your bag and thank you for letting us do your services, but we like to go one step further ahead.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership, we're your friends and your neighbors.
We grew up here. 4 generations of Hansons went to school here.
And we've been part of this community for decades.
And serving the people we know and care about.
As a locally owned and operated business, we understand what matters to you because it matters to us too. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
All right, that's why I put on Facebook that it would first pitch would be at about 3:30. At least I think that's what I put. Finally got umpires show up, got the coaches meeting at home plate going on. So we will begin here shortly. I apologize. Color on that camera is just not coming out the way I would like it to. I think there's an issue with that camera that we will need to address.
For the Wildcats, number 2, Audrey Ayala.
All right, first pitch gets fouled off there by Audrey Ayala. And gets hit, picked up by the shortstop. Got her, no, safe on first. All right, so Ayala on first and Winiger at bat. And the bunt, foul. Double hit in the box, says the man in blue. So no balls, 1 strike. And thread the needle out there for the base hit right between third and shortstop. And brings up Kaylee Moen. And looks like Hazel Maxwell will be going out to run in place of Winiger. Winiger's the catcher and just trying to get things situated for a quick change of the inning. And another one just, and a E8 out there as well will score 1 and 2 on that. Shortstop couldn't get to it, and then center field out there, Kaylee Hall ran up to it and was unable to get it, had to turn around and go get it. Moen showing trying to put a scare on out there, stays on second. Ball called on that. 2 balls the count. Make that 3. And she'll get a walk. So it brings up Baya Hemos. There's a ball, gets away from Richards. Both runners advance. There's a strike. 1-1 the count. Or, excuse me, 2-1. And that one popped up to right center. That one's picked up after 1 run scores and 2 run scores. As Benson slides home. Just over the second baseman's head. And meeting on the mound out there, and I should have had more cameras going there, but I was too busy watching the game. And it looks like Lucy Bragger is going to be coming out. All right, we'll take a quick break while she warms up, and we'll be right back.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe
We believe the home you want.
Is right there.
right there.
And we'll help you find it.
you can count on us.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
Contact Stephanie Dixon, your Exit Realty Advantage agent at 801-710-5542. Again, Stephanie Dixon for all of your real estate needs.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. My wife Lori and I have always felt that family is important, and when you have a family-owned funeral home, you get personal attention than you do than the big corporate funeral homes that are in the area. A lot of funeral homes will just say, here's your bag and thank you for letting us do your services, but we like to go one step further ahead.
All righty. Bragger on the mound, and we have Bayahimos on first. Riley Feller at bat with Savannah Juggert on deck. Swing and a miss, strike one, going to Feller. Showing bunt and bunted foul, strike two. So 0-2 the count here to Feller. And there's a strikeout brought to you by Frank May Skidoo. If I can hit the right button on there, it might help. So we have Savannah Juggert at bat with Katie Hall on deck. There's a swing and a miss, strike one. That one's fouled up. Called by third baseman Lucy Griffin. And so Katie Hall batting now. There's a strike. And swing and a miss, strike two. And Cotter. Right there, 3 pitches, 3 strikes for the strikeout, brought to you by Frank May Skidoo. They got all your side-by-sides, four-wheelers, whatever you want to play with. They've got it out there. So give Frank a call, stop by, see him. Let him know we sent you. We'll be right back.
The following was performed by everyday riders like you. Please try it home. Matt's a straight ripper.
I heard the turbo and I was just giggling under my helmet.
Look at that.
I look like a pro. Woohoo!
Dude, I love that thing.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership, we're your friends.
And your neighbors.
We grew up here. 4 generations of Hansons went to school here.
And we've been part of this community for decades.
And serving the people we know and care about.
As a locally owned and operated business, we understand what matters to you because it matters to us, too. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
All right, bottom of the first inning coming up here. Bees got a little bit to make up here. They got themselves a little bit of a hole there in the first. Out in the field here for Woods Cross in the circle, Bree Benson, who made it all the way around the bases. Whitney Winiger behind the plate. Playing first base is Ashlyn Nilsson. Second base, Riley Feller. Third base, Savannah Juggert. Shortstop, Audrey Ayala. Bayahimos at left field. Kaylee Moen at center field, and Ellie Temple in right field. So starting things off for Box Elder, we have Kaylee Hall at bat with Lucy Griffin. And hit, and she goes to first. So Lucy Griffin at bat, Izzy Mason on deck, Mackley Willard in the hole. Bees have one on base. Lucy Griffin plays third base for the Bees. That one's high. And we got a steal brought to you by Deal Evans Bank out there as Kaylee Hall just took right off on the first pitch. Kaylee threatening to take third as well. I would not be surprised if she ends up going. Swing and a miss. Goes part way and holds up. 2-1 the count here to Griffin. That one's fouled back. 2-2. And that one's hit to third. And they safe all the way around. And I didn't. So runners on the corners. And another steal brought to you by Deal Evans Bank as Griffin goes to second on that one there. In the dirt, but staying behind it there is Winiger. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mason. And a strike on that one called. That one's high. 2-2 the count now. That one's hit out. And 2 RBIs there for Izzy Mason. And that gets the score a little closer. Brings up Mackley Willard, followed by Brooke Richards, and then Alexis Hales with Mason on first. And I bet they send her on the first pitch. Almost. She thought about it. So 1 ball so far the count here to Willard. And a strike. That one's fouled up right in front of us. At least that's where it came down. One, 2 the count. I think Mackley had a piece of that first strike that she swung at as well. That one goes back as well. And that one was a little low. 2-2 the count now. And foul just past third base. And they got her with the strikeout. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Brooke Richards up to bat. Alexis Hales on deck. And Izzy Mason still on first. And right to third base. And dropped. For an E4. So what should have been an easy out. And we are going to have, let's see, it's going to be Olivia Daniels coming in to run for Brooke Richards so that she can put her catcher's gear back on. So runners now, tying run now on first base for the Bees. With Alexis Hales at bat. With Caitlin Oakey on deck. And they call that a strike. And that one just past third base. That's going to score 1. And sliding at third is safe. Seven runs scored combined here in this first inning so far. we keep that up every inning, that's going to be a high-scoring game. So Caitlin Oki up to bat. Got a ball on the first one. Ooh. She gets to take a base on a hit. So we've got, let's see, Daniels running for Richards on third, Alexis Hales on second, and Caitlin Oki on first. Bases loaded right now with Quincy Lish at bat, and only one out here in the bottom of the first inning. B's still down one. Need to empty these bases before they finish this inning out. And fouled. So 1-1 the count here to Lish. And straight up to they catch the force out at home. Base is still loaded. I don't think that was exactly what her plan was to. So the fielder's choice grabs Daniels at home. All of their runners advance. So Jenna Marble takes the ball for her first pitch. And after that, we go back around to Kaylee Hall. Again, need to unload these bases before the inning's over, preferably. Got a lot of low-hanging fruit out there they need to take care of. That's 2 fouls. 1-2 the count to Marble. There's a third foul back. She just needs to get a piece of that and make sure it gets out of the infield, and that'll score at least 2. That's high for a ball, 2-2. Speaking with Coach Plowman from Woods Cross before the game, they have no seniors on the team this year. So, and there's E6. It's going to score 1. That scores 2. And they're sending 3. And safe. So 3 more runs scored right there. That helped. It got a double for Marble. With 3 RBIs. That's the way to add them up quick, is when the bases are loaded and you get a hit just out of the infield. Back to the top here for Kaylee Hall. She bunts it. Advances. And they sent Hall to second, and they got her on that steal. So after 1, Bees up 6-4. We'll be right back.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe
the home you want
Is right there.
right there.
And we'll help you find it.
you can count on us.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
Contact Stephanie Dixon, your Exit Realty Advantage agent at 801-710-5542. Again, Stephanie Dixon for all of your real estate needs.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. My wife Lori and I have always felt that family is important, and when you have a family-owned funeral home, you get personal attention than you do than the big corporate funeral homes that are in the area. A lot of funeral homes will just say, here's your bag and thank you for letting us do your services, but we like to go one step further ahead.
All right, top of the second inning here. We got Ashlyn Nelson taking the first strike. And swinging at the next one. 0-2 count here to Nelson. And a little high for a ball. And there's another strikeout brought to you by Frank May Ski-Doo. Third strikeout here for Lucy Bragger. And got a called strike on that one. And hit to third base. Got her on first. So 2 up, 2 down here so far in the top of the second inning. Winiger up to bat. Looked good. Richards held the ball there, thinking might get the call, but didn't get it. Winiger, the catcher for Woods Cross. Outside, 2 balls. popped up and caught out there on third base by Lucy Griffin. All right, we will be right back.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership. We're your friends.
And your neighbors.
We grew up here. 4 generations of Hansons went to school here.
And we've been part of this community for decades.
And serving the people we know and care about.
As a locally owned and operated business, we understand what matters to you because it matters to us too. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. My wife Lori and I have always felt that family is important, and when you have a family-owned funeral home, you get personal attention than you do than the big corporate funeral homes that are in the area. A lot of funeral homes will just say, here's your bag and thank you for letting us do your services, but we like to go one step further ahead.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe
We believe the home you want
Is right there.
right there.
And we'll help you find it.
you can count on us.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
Contact Stephanie Dixon, your Exit Realty Advantage agent at 801-710-5542. Again, Stephanie Dixon for all of your real estate needs.
All right, bottom of the second inning here. That top of the second went pretty quick. We're going to start things off here with Lucy Griffin, who caught that last fly ball for out number 3 in the top of the first. Had a base hit to third base, her last at bat. A little high and inside. So 3-0 the count here to Griffin. And she let that one go. That's quite common for a batter. After a 3-0 count, to let the next one just go. And she gets a walk. So Izzy Mason at bat, Mackley Willard on deck, and Brooke Richards in the hole. And hit, foul. Good hit. If she could have brought that in just a hair, that would have been better. Izzy in the last inning had a base hit, popped it out just over second base. About where that one went. That was a good hit there. And going all the way home is Lucy Griffin, RBI there for Mason. But they kept Izzy on first, even though Lucy is able to go all the way around. So no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. So Mackley Willard at bat, Brooke Richards, and then Alexis Hales. Swing and a miss. And the bunt goes the wrong direction. That one gets fouled up. And just barely landed. Heard it hit the cement right beside us. And another foul. That one about went into the dugout. So 2 strikes here to Willard. Both pretty good foul balls. And low. That one, good snag on that by Winiger. That one was quite high. Mason was thinking about second base. And another foul way left. She's getting it straightened out, though. One of these times she's going to pop it out there. And Blue says he's out of balls. That is, I'm trying to count. I don't know if I can count that high, how many foul balls Mackley's hit this round, but she's got some swinging practice in. Full count. After that last pitch. There goes out to left field. It's inbounds. And coach is waving Willard home. And that will be a double out there for Willard. So great hit there. Scores 1. Bees 2 runs on the inning. No outs. Brooke Richards up to bat, followed by Alexis Hales and Caitlin Oakey. And Willard's on second. That one's low. Inside. The count to Richards. Another low one. And a steal brought to you by D.L. Evans Bank. Stop by and talk to Ken. Tell him that you saw his ad in there and tell him you want a steal of a deal on a loan or something else, and he'll make sure you get taken care of. There's a strike. Three won the count to Richards. And she gets to walk. So runners on the corners for Alexis Hales. There's a high one. And another steal brought to you by D.L. Evans Bank as Richards goes to 2. Ken likes it when we throw his name up there, so keep stealing those bases, girls. There's a hit. They got her on first, and runners stay, and I should have had that. I apologize. Trying to look at too many things at the same time. So one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Okie with a foul ball to start it off. Runners on second and third. Okie got hit her last at bat. Nice hit out to center field, but it gets caught. And a quick throw in keeps the runners on their bases. So great catch there by Kaylee Moen. Brings up Quincy Lish. Outside for ball. Got some low-hanging fruit out there again that need to bring in before the end of this inning. High. Two-0 count to Lish. High again. Three-0 count. Benson's had a couple of these previously, always throwing a strike on her next throw. And there was a strike again. Quincy thought, I just walked. And Quincy thought again that it was a ball, but called strike. Full count now. That one was high. Ball on bases. Marble, who had a good hit out to left center, her first at bat for a double. Bases loaded, and there goes one out to left field. And scores one, scores two, and is going to score three, and there's another double for Marble. And that's the way to empty the bases. Oh. All right, Kaylee Hall, who was hit in the first inning, and then she got caught stealing. Also in the first inning. And the bunt goes foul. Two outs. There's one that's going to go. That's going to drop. That's going to bring in Oki and a second, or a double, excuse me, for Hall. Griffin walked, and she got a single in the first. And called strike on the high side, but I think it was. That one was high. 1-1 the count. And caught Hall stealing again. And so after two, Bees are in the lead, 12-4. We'll be right back.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership. We're your friends.
And your neighbors.
We grew up here. 4 generations of Hansons went to school here.
And we've been part of this community for decades.
Serving the people we know and care about.
As a locally owned and operated business, we understand what matters to you because it matters to us too. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. My wife Lori and I have always felt that family is important, and when you have a family-owned funeral home, you get personal attention than you do than the big corporate funeral homes that are in the area. A lot of funeral homes will just say, here's your bag and thank you for letting us do your services, but we like to go one step further ahead.
All right. Up first, it's going to be center fielder Kaylee Moen, followed by Bree Benson, the pitcher, and Baya Hemos in left field. Foul back. Moen got a base hit her first at bat and got another one here. So Bree Benson up to bat now. She walked her first in the first inning. And called strike. And strike two. That one was high. Richards with a good snag on that one to keep that one in play and to keep Moen on first. And caught her. Another strikeout brought to you by Frank May Ski-Doo. Frank wants to see you. Stop by. Just down there in Honeyville. And right off the freeway. A little bit high. Baya with a hit, and it's caught. And looks like Moen barely got back, but a good catch there by Izzy Mason. There was a chat out there thinking they may have got Moen on first, but they're saying she was safe. This is Riley Fuller, struck out her first at bat in the first inning. 1-0 the count. That one's fouled up. And caught. Too many people in the way. I could not see who caught that one. There's about 4 or 5 bees running for it. So 4 up, 3 down, and left Moen on first. We'll be right back for the bottom of the third.
What if you really could have it all?
At Exit Realty,
We believe
the home you want
Is right there.
right there.
And we'll help you find it.
you can count on us.
And you thought we just sold real estate.
We are Exit Realty. Think smart.
Think Exit.
Contact Stephanie Dixon, your Exit Realty Advantage agent at 801-710-5542. Again, Stephanie Dixon for all of your real estate needs.
We've been in business here at Gillis Funeral Chapel for the last 18 years. My wife Lori and I have always felt that family is important, and when you have a family-owned funeral home, you get personal attention than you do than the big corporate funeral homes that are in the area. A lot of funeral homes will just say, here's your bag and thank you for letting us do your services, but we like to go one step further ahead.
Hanson Motor Company isn't just another dealership, we're your friends.
And your neighbors.
We grew up here. 4 generations of Hansons went to school here.
And we've been part of this community for decades.
Serving the people we know and care about.
As a locally owned and operated business, we understand what matters to you because it matters to us too. At Hanson Motors, you're not just a customer, you're family. We're here for the long haul because we're in this together. Hanson Motors, local, loyal, and proud to serve our community.
The following was performed by everyday riders like you. Please try it home. Matt's a straight ripper.
I heard the turbo and I was just giggling under my helmet.
Look at that.
I look like a pro. Woohoo!
All right, we got Lucy Griffin starting things off here for the Bees. And there's a shot out to center field. She's going 2. She's going 3. And she's going to stay on 3. Bees with an aggressive approach here today. So right off the bat, a runner in scoring position for the Bees. Brings up Izzy Mason. That one's high. Izzy went just past the second baseman. Her last at bat, actually both her at bats, base hit both times. Pretty much same place. That one's high again. 3-0 the count. Here to Mason. Let's see if Benson follows up what she normally does with the strike here. And that's a walk. Okay, so we've got Marley Willard coming in to run here for Mason. Okay, Bees runners in the corners. Mackley Willard inside, and runners going all the way. Safe at home, and going to third is safe. So Marley Willard, you know, we need to, I don't know, Frank May just got 3 steals out of only one chance to put him up there, so. So definitely stop by and thank Frank May for that score. High. Ooh, foul ball. That's why the blue wears the pads. He says he's good. Let's go. That's why they wear them. Mackley there, I think, felt a little bad. 2 balls, 1 strike to Mackley. That one's fouled back. That one got fouled out of play. Mackley struck out in the first. In the second, she sent it down that left field line for a double. And then she hits it down that way and foul again. If I remember right, last time she was up, she had probably 6 foul balls. That one was high. High again, she gets to go walk her base. So Richards at bat, Hales on deck, then Okie. Runners on the corners, no outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. In the dirt. And just like that, Willard goes to second. Another steal brought to you by Frank May. Runners now on second and third for the Bees. There's a strike to Richards. 1-1 the count. Richards walked her first at bat. And I didn't mark what she had, but she made it on. In the first inning. Foul ball. 1-2 count. And got her swinging on that one. 1 out now. Alexis Hales up to bat. Okie will be next. Only 1 out here in bottom of the 3rd. Bees need to pull in these 2 out there, Willard and Mason. Or I guess Willard and Willard. Foul back. Hales hit it to the 3rd baseman, her last at bat. Fielder's choice took the runner out, forced out at home. Foul back again. 0-2 the count. Benson on top on this one here. And there's another foul ball. There's a good one out to left field. Does not get caught. There comes one. Here comes two. And wisely, I think Hale stays on second. Caitlin Oakey flew out to center field her last at bat, hit. Had her at bat before that. That one's fouled. High for a ball. 1-1 the count to Caitlin. I think they call her Joe for some reason. Not sure about the story behind that. There's a strike. That one was low. 2-2 the count to Oakey. There's one out to left field. Maybe foul, maybe fair. It looks like it's foul. Can't see down that left field line very good, so. And another foul. That one's fouled and unretrievable, or uncatchable, I should say. Count stays 2-2. It's been there for a while. And a ball, full count now. High, and she's on base with the walk. And we got a little meeting on the mound out there with the infield. Giving a little bit of support there to Bree Benson. Up next will be Quincy Lish. And then Jenna Marble. Okay, 1 out. Runners on first and second for the Bees. And the bunt goes foul. Lish was already past first base. Outside for ball. 1-1 the count. And the bunt up to, so they catch Quincy on first, but runners advance. So fielder's choice there to catch Quincy for out number 2. And now we've got Jenna Marble, who doubled her to left field her last at bat. High for a ball. Got to get the low-hanging fruit back in again. Don't want to leave runners on second and third. This one goes out and missed. Brings in the 2. Marble goes 3. So give Marble 2 more RBIs. And Kaylee Hall at bat. Fouled out of play. Strike 1. 2 outs now, but we have Marble on third. And the bunt goes foul. She had a double in the second inning out to left center field. And she's going to have a single here. She scores Marble for an RBI. Bees have 6 in the inning, 6 in the second inning, 6 in the first inning. And back around again to Lucy Griffin. She's going to fly it up to center field. And it gets missed. That's going to score Hall. And that'll be a triple. So that will be the Mercy Rule run right there. 15 runs after 3 for the Mercy Rule. So Box Elder will share the region title with Bountiful. And with the we'll see where the final seeding is for state for the tournament there. But we will, we'll be back next Thursday for that championship game. We appreciate everybody watching. And be sure to watch again. Please stop by. Thank all our sponsors. We appreciate it. Can't do it without their help. Have a good day.